bacon at night. Like, I'll put the bread like.
Welcome to New Orleans and Yeoman Stadium. Coaches like to say play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Baylor Bears and the Tulane Green Wave. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, the Bears head coach told me before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Bears ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return.
What's this?
Shake it up a little bit, guys. I'm not going with y'all Orlando. I think I've outgrown this baby. My mom, you know, baby shopping too. Had been a roller coaster, and I was not. They was like, "Why would I know what I signed up for? Before I be sitting in jail or really hurt somebody, I'm going to remove myself because I'm out. I had a great time on Betty's USA Chapter 2. I would definitely see this again. Anybody from these girls coming in tonight?
Why are they fighting off the roof?
They look who people got beef with already watch out. You got beef with her, she
Start this drive at their own 25. He leaves it with the back. There he goes. Past the 50. Quick step and go. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tulane. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here's Lagway to pass. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Second and long here. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Makes the catch, it's Turner. Still running at the 40. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Bears right after the huge play through the air back to the line. This time they'll go to the running game. Got the first down. Open space at the 25. Into the house. Touchdown, Baylor.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The green wave offense makes its way onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Oh, he's got some space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. He's had a day, 103 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Leon. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Quarterback signaling to his guys. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. Upstairs to make the catch. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Power ahead. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
14, Tulane, 10.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. Quick give. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Across the 25. Turning it on. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got enough for the first down. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Finds his man. It's Leon. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. They'll go back to the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Green Wave! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Deep in the end zone, it's Barnes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
This is a guy that gets stronger and stronger as the game goes on. After that last run, he's already now got 100 yards rushing.
And the Bears can really attack on this second and short. Flagway wants to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position.
Snags it, and he's open. Crosses midfield. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Bears! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and now 18 on the season.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sweet cut there. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back to it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Cuts it upfield. It's McClure. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Holds on. It's Lewis. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
He's got enough. Touchdown, Green Wave. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Offense makes its way onto the field. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Throwing, Lagway. Out wide right, it's Porter. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Bears come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Sets his feet. It's Lagway. Makes a catch. Breaks into the open. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down. Now 2nd and 4. Working the ground game. world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bears! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house.
Number 98, set to kick this one away.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy, and he gets you a first down, and he gets you another first down. The ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
They're all over him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The snap sets up the throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They run into a bit of trouble here, third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Looking to the big tight end. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Turns up, it's Porter. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. That one just came off his hand badly. The Bears line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on... down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll run it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. And the Bears come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. 3rd down from the gun, DJ Lagway makes a grab. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, a lot of space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bears. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Drops back on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Tulane right back to the line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now.
Right down the gut of the field. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Tulane. Once he got some room, it was over.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my twin here. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Shakes off the defender. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Flagway shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Flagway. Between the hashes, it's Turner. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield very late in the half. Firing to the end zone. Wideout trying to get it in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's Flagway to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of...
Touchdown, Bears! Quick strike through the air for the score. He scores for the 5th time in this game. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Press center downs going to the air. intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Washington State Cougars taking on the number 16 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Cougars.
And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pulls it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. It's third and goal and third and long. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Looking for running room. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on third down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. Vince got enough space. Touchdown, Green Wave. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Lagway wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Touchdown, Bears! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got an alley. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got the back over the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and Nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Pass to 6. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. To the back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for space. It's Carter. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Right side, it's McClure. And he's got room. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the fullback. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tulane! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Hey, let the big shoulder pads, full face mask guy get a little love back there.
No doubt. That guy blocks his tail off all the way down the field most of the time. Never gets any reward. Throw that dog a bone. I love it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This should be the last play of the quarter. Throwing, Lagway. Out wide right, it's Danzy. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. DB's right up on the receivers. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Lagway from the gun on 3rd down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. the Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He's changing the play. 2nd down to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
Flagway. Under pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Beal. Runs through the tackle. Got the 1st down. Turning it on. Touchdown, Baylor. They've got the lead here in the 4th. Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless hits the afterburners. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at the and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just feeds the running back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun on third down, Lagway. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Going to field this one in tight quarters. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's third and short. Will they run again? Or are you going to force them to pass the football?
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball.
Wide open on the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Here's Lagway to pass. Right side, it's Porter. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. To the air, it's Lagway. Quick catch. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Quick give. It's Morris. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play calling.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
And he gets rid of it.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing. But I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. 4th down, Lagway. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Lagway wants to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. 3rd and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Bears are facing 3rd and inches. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. He's got him in the flat. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor! Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They put together an 81-yard drive, and what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making the adjustment on the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Keeping his eyes downfield. Got him in the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. The green wave, after doing work through the air, might just go back at it. Trying to establish the run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This kicker's already 2 for 2 on the night, and he can say good night by knocking it through here.